Welcome to the Amir Shakur Speaks Morning Show with your host, Amir King 7 Shakur, Amir Shakur, or you can simply call me Amir. Back again, July 20th, right? Flowing through the week, through the month. I mean, it's just going by. July 20th, y'all. Right. So, hey, you know what? The blessing is that we're here, right? So anyway, that's what it is. Good morning. I'd like to welcome you to the Amir Shakur Speaks Morning Show with your host, Amir A.H. Shakur, Amir King 7 Shakur. Good morning, Queen. How are you? That's right. We kings and queens on this platform. You're not going to hear anything else but that. And I'd like to welcome you guys. And you know how we do. If this is your first time joining this segment, if your first time rocking with me, just want to tell you, you're rocking with the sharpest mind in urban media in the morning. Sharpest mind in the morning. And guess who that is? That's me, Amir A.H. Shakur, Amir King 7 Shakur. Simply call me Amir. Let me put it in big parentheses, in big words on the wall. Can you see the writing on the wall? It's right there. It's right there. As I said, I'd like to welcome you guys to the morning show, young ladies, gentlemen, guys, girls, and everything in between. And we're here, we're doing it. And yes. I'll tell you what, this is what I would suggest. I would suggest if you haven't, or if you haven't seen, okay, don't want to do that. I would suggest that if you haven't seen the segment, seen the show, go to the Amir Shakur Speaks broadcast channel on YouTube. You can also find us on Facebook and share, like, subscribe, share, subscribe, like, subscribe, and share. And we'll definitely show you some love. All right. With that being said, like to get to the fresh news that you can use while you were asleep. And so, hey, listen, there is an alert going on right now for our friend Mitch McConnell, right? So if you haven't been watching the last 2 weeks, well, Mr. Mitch is, he's right there next to me. I just want to tell you guys, that's where he's at. He's right there. He's right there. Listen, Mr. McConnell's been MIA, and, his team and the governor of the state of Tennessee is saying, hey, where's our guy? Where is he? And then there's other reports saying that Mr. McConnell's no longer around. Well, don't come to me and ask me because, my lips are sealed shut. But, I will tell you one thing that, hey, that right there is, that's my version of me and Mr. Mitch. It's AI, by the way, which, a lot of people are saying the earlier version of Mitch and his wife are also AI generated. Don't know for sure, but until we find out, we'll keep looking for where's Mitch? Where's Mitch? Can I say that again? Wait a minute. Let's try it another way. Where is Mitch? All right. There we go. How you guys like that? Good morning, Mitch. Mitch says good morning to you, Ramona. Okay, there you go. By the way, like to welcome the guys, everyone from the UK. Like to welcome Canada. I'd like to welcome Ghana. I'd like to welcome everyone from around the world. If you're watching this on the replay, which will be at 10 a.m. if you're watching it fresh now. If you're watching it, hey, give me a shout out. Say hello. All right. By the way, before we get in deeply into the news that you can use, if you haven't, new book scheduled out, Mental Jiu-Jitsu. And it doesn't mean that you give them a karate chop across the neck or something like that. It just means that, basically it's the art of psychological leverage and strategic intervention. If they're coming for you on a psychological level, on the level of the mind, you can go after them and you can say, hey, back off, buddy. I know mental jiu-jitsu. And October 8th is what it is. And listen, it's basically the art of psychological leverage and strategic intervention. My goal is to train you on how to combat oppression, combat confrontation. Before you get to the fisting, taking them in the back alley and beating them with bear gloves on and all of that. Let's beat them down on a psychological level, and it's the least painful. You won't go to jail, and you'll live to tell about it again tomorrow and tell how you totally wrecked that guy's understanding. So mental jiu-jitsu is for you, and it's going to be released October 9th. And pre-sales go on a week before. So anyway, check me out. Check out the Amir Shakur Speaks broadcast channel. And like my executive assistant over here is saying, like, subscribe, and follow. Yep, that's it. Thank you, Ramona. I appreciate you. We appreciate you. All right. So here we go. Let's get into the news that you can use. And if you haven't been watching the global intervention that's going on, the U.S.-Iran escalation is going on, and it's a mess. It's a mess. The U.S. military launched its ninth consecutive, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 consecutive nights of airstrikes against Iran following the death of American service members in Iraq. And President Donald Trump stated that the strikes were carried out in honor of the fallen patriots. Meanwhile, Iran's Revolutionary Guard reported that 2 oil tankers exploded in the Strait of Hormuz, further squeezing global shipping. So I think we have a clip for you. I'm going to share that on the screen, and you guys can, young ladies and gents, can check it out. And the escalation seems to be ongoing, and it doesn't seem to be slowing down. So let's get that clip pulled up, and we'll show everyone. And it's not ending, it's not stopping, and all unnecessary. All right. You've heard me say it before. I'm going to say it again, but let's get to the clip, and we will take it. We'll take it from there. All right.
The Jordanian airbase comes under attack. This video appears to show the Iranian missile strike that killed at least 2 American soldiers over the weekend. The unidentified remains of a third person have also been found in the area, while another American was killed in northern Iraq during the controlled detonation of a downed explosive-laden Iranian drone.
We feel very badly, but those great people, those great patriots were out there fighting that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon.
Donald Trump ordered strikes against Iran for the 9th consecutive night. Tehran again responding by targeting the Gulf states, as Kuwait's Prime Minister visited hospital patients injured in recent attacks.
It's just escalating into what seems to be another hot conflict, and it's just very devastating and dangerous for many in the region.
Another way this conflict could escalate is if Israel returns to fighting. Iranian missiles were fired towards southern Jordan on Sunday, close to the Israeli border, prompting a warning from Israel's defense minister his country will respond with force if attacked. The volatility and the ongoing fight for control of the Strait of Hormuz has pushed the oil price back above $90 a barrel.
As long as Iran insists on controlling an international waterway, we're going to have to respond to that.
A message to Tehran as the conflict intensifies yet again. Matthew Doran, ABC News, Jerusalem.
All right. So if you're just joining us, ABC News coverage. Thank you for that coverage. And it's the escalation. It's the U.S. military escalation that's been launched with against Iran. And Donald Trump again stated that that the strikes were carried out in honor of the fallen patriots. Well, Mr. Trump, I would say that you did not put those patriots in jeopardy. You wouldn't see the loss of military lives, and it's affecting us, the American public, the international public, in many ways. So I want to follow up with it's a quote from Mr. Trump, and then I believe we have a clip from ASN News. But we pray, this is what he's saying, we pray for the full recovery of the wounded and send our immense love and eternal gratitude to the families of the fallen. Sadly, there will likely be more before it all ends. That's just the way that it is. Well, Mr. Trump, I'm going to honestly say that that's not just the way that it is. It's the way that you've made it. and it's sad. But let's yield and pause for the information from our update from ASN News. And the sponsor of this show and the producers of this show is ASN News. So while we're waiting to pull that up, like, follow, and subscribe. And by the way, if you haven't followed ASN News on Facebook, you'll see it on multi-platforms and ASN News Global. Please do. And we're going to bring you the best of, information from a global level of politics, society news, cultural and lifestyle news. So anyway, let's get to that. Let's get to that report, and you will definitely. I mean, it's a tragic circumstance about this escalation, and the American public is hoping that it'll end. By the way, here we go. ASN News for more updates on this unnecessary escalation that we're seeing over in the Middle East. And, we're hoping that cooler heads will prevail. We're hoping that economic or diplomats from around the world will key in, because, I mean, at this point, it's just, we're seeing loss of life. All right. And there will be tremendous casualties with this war. And keep in mind that the president still has not announced or went to Congress and asked for a, declared it as a war, but it's an unnecessary escalation. Now with U.S. fatalities being reported in Iran, we'll keep an eye out on that. All right. And what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you think President Trump should dial back? Do you think that, the war is necessary? This escalation is necessary. I'm sorry, I don't want to call it a war. I want to call it an escalation. All right. Well, let me know, hey, stand up and speak out. If you come into the Facebook page, Amir Shakur Speaks, you've been able to voice your opinion about it. All right. Please feel free to do so. All right. So going on to further news, if you're in Chicago, the NAACP is in sponsoring its 117th national convention this week, with Brandon Johnson is scheduled to attend the opening of the plenary section of the 117th NAACP International Convention at the McCormick Place this morning. So let's look at, I think we have a clip from that, and we'll share that on the screen. And, NAACP, I'm with it, no concerns there. We'll just show the clip and take it from there.
Theme this year is We the People, with conversations centered around civic engagement, voter rights, and empowering the next generation of voters. The NAACP's 117th conference underway, bringing together thousands of civil rights and community leaders, elected officials, and attendees. Chicago hosting this year's convention as the nation marks its 250th anniversary under the theme, We the People.
We chose this theme because it's a reminder that we the people have the power, and that in America, we have no kings.
The NAACP recently launched a $20 million Get Out the Vote campaign in the lead up to November's midterm elections.
We're here strategizing to turn out Black voters, but to also to understand what our policy priorities are to fight for the future. So this next 250 years is more representative for people who live here in these United States.
Attendees from across the country say the message is especially important as the nation heads towards the midterms.
We are in a state of emergency, as I see it, when it comes to our young people. And it's time for us as the adults to pass the baton over to the younger generation.
Your vote is your voice. And so when people realize that and they start speaking up and using that voice, I think that's when we'll see our major changes. And I think right now, we the people are tired.
Elected officials invoking this year's theme of We the People as a rallying cry for action.
Generation after generation of members of this organization, of NAACP, have stood up, have organized, have marched, and we need you now more than ever.
The 5-day convention continues through Wednesday.
There we go. So the NAACP convention is going on this week. If you're interested, it's happening at the McCormick Place West. If you're in Chicago, and definitely wish the best of luck for the convention. 117th, y'all. Let's give them a round of applause. Let's give them a round of applause. Definitely. All right. By the way, speaking of round of applause, new this new season, going into season 4 of the Amir Shakur Speaks Morning Show. If you are having a birthday, it's your birthday, then first of all, we want to celebrate you. We want to applaud you. And you're in good company. So if it's your birthday today, January 20th, I'd like to say happy birthday to you. I'm not going to try to sing it. Maybe I will if you guys, like, follow, and subscribe. But today's birthday list is Jerome Johnson of Chicago. Yay, Jerome, what's up? Yay, happy birthday. And that's today. And Monet Forte Wilson. We know her very well. Trustee out there in the Southland, Calumet City, Illinois. Go ahead and applaud her. Happy birthday, Monet. And keep up the good work as well, I must add. And also, if it is your birthday today, you're in the company of this gentleman, Eldridge Cleaver, who would have been 105 years old today. Eldridge Cleaver, Black Panther, historically renowned, and the late Eldridge Cleaver, I should say. He's not celebrating his 105th birthday, but listen, I'd like to applaud you guys on your day around the earth again, whatever number it is, and we wish you the best of luck. Let's applaud all of our birthday people. And if you have a birthday, and if you have anyone you know of with a birthday, please feel free to reach out to the Amir Shakur Speaks Morning Show, and our team will be happy to applaud you and thank you again for just being you. All right, that's what it's all about. All right, so it's about community. So we wish you the best on today. All right. So as we're going on to the news that you can use, want to say that the final word in the end. Let's just go to that. All right. If you haven't, please like, subscribe, and share, and follow ASN News USA. It's basically just being hashed out. It's the new outlet for around the world, and ASN News, and I suspect will be one of the major players. And hey, let's wish our team over there the best of luck, and let's see how things go. All right. So going back to the editorial, the final word. I want you to clip this. All right, real power. Before we sign off today, let's talk about what it actually means to empower a community. For too long, the narrative surrounding our urban centers has been written by outside hands that only pick up the pen and take the struggle, right? While completely ignoring our triumphs, our brilliance, our residuals. All of that is going on in the urban communities, and I see it, right? Triumph, brilliance, residuals. Today, true empowerment isn't just a buzzword passed down from corporate boardrooms and just political non-bystanders for a political campaign or political purposes. True empowerment is about self-determination. It's about building our own tables, building our own bridges, building our foundation, and then building up from there, funding our own visions, telling our own stories with uncompromised truth. When we advocate for the economic growth, for social justice, for the platforms to amplify the voices of the people, we aren't just asking for permission. We're asserting it's our right to thrive. It's our right to live. It's our right to survive. But empowerment doesn't just happen in a vacuum, y'all. It requires execution. It requires strategy. If you know me, I say that all the time. It requires us to move on from conversation to collaboration, from interaction to concrete action. You can't do it without interaction. It's not democracy is not a spectator sport. So look around your neighborhood, support that independent creator, support that independent activist, support that independent, political person who is community minded, right? Mentor that young mind, invest in local business. The infrastructure for our future belongs to us. I'm going to say that again. The infrastructure for our future belongs to us, but only if we are willing to build it brick by brick. We have the sharpest minds. I'm not just the only sharpest mind. There's sharpest minds all around the urban community. There's brilliance in the urban community. We have the sharpest minds. The deep culture and the ultimate blueprint for residuance is there. Stop waiting on the world to recognize our power. Stop using whoever's quote, whoever's mind, whoever's energy, and build your own energy. Build your own nucleus. Get your niches going. Start using it to transform your reality and our reality ultimately. Keep building, keep organizing, and keep demanding excellence. Until the next time, I'm Amir King 7 Shakur, Amir A.H. Shakur, Amir Shakur, global influencer, community leader, quantum leadership is what I special in, restorative justice, and I'm just frankly your host, and I'm a brother for you. So keep up, keep moving forward. Thank you for those who are following. Let's keep building, and there you go. What do you got to say? Happy birthday to the people celebrating today. Okay, thank you so much. And it is all right to our opinion without fear of negative feedback. That's right. We've got to keep moving forward. We got to keep building, keep organizing, keep demanding excellence, right? Until next time, I appreciate y'all. Stay sharp, stay informed, keep moving forward, keep hope alive, and keep the vision going. All right? I'm out of here. Peace.